It takes a lot of energy to power our daily lives. Some of that energy is right here, locked deep in deposits across North America. Crude oil and natural gas are abundant American resources that can invigorate our economy and help meet our energy needs for generations. The innovative combination of horizontal drilling and hydraulic fracturing, also known as fracking, has made recovery of unconventional shale resources possible and less expensive for producers and consumers. This advancement offers more production with fewer wells, substantially reducing our environmental footprint relative to traditional techniques. These proven methods occur deep underground. With responsible well construction and operation, extracting oil and natural gas is safe and effective. At ConocoPhillips, we practice safety and environmental responsibility every step of the way. After months of well planning and geologic study of the subsurface, engineers select and construct a drill site based on topography. Next, a hole is drilled and a steel conductor casing is set to stabilize the ground at the top of the well. As drilling begins, a mixture, typically of fresh water and native clay called drilling mud, is pumped into the well. This cools the drill bit, removes cuttings, maintains proper pressure, and creates a boundary between the well and the rock formations. Drilling continues below the base of usable water to a depth specified by regulators based on local geology. The drill pipe is then removed, and more steel casing is inserted into the conductor casing. Cement is pumped into the casing, out the bottom, and back up to the surface, creating a sealed, cement-reinforced container that extends from the surface to below underground sources of drinking water. Drilling resumes down to the kickoff point. Typically, we are thousands of feet below usable groundwater at a depth of approximately 10,000 to 13,000 feet, the equivalent of up to 9 Empire State Buildings. Multiple layers of impermeable rock separate the target formation from freshwater aquifers, preventing upward migration of oil, natural gas, and fracking fluids into groundwater zones. Once the target is reached, additional steel casing is inserted. More cement is pumped into the casing, out the bottom, and back up to a depth specified by regulators. This creates another cement-reinforced container for the collection of oil and gas. With a perforating tool, holes are shot in the casing and into the shale at the desired location. The hydraulic fracturing process, safely used for more than 60 years in over 1 million wells, now begins. A fluid consisting of water, sand, and a small amount of chemicals is pressurized and injected into the well where it penetrates the shale, creating narrow fractures in the rock. Many of the chemicals used in the hydraulic fracturing process are found in common household items and even food products. Sand is carried by the fluid and deposited in the narrow gaps in the rock, propping open the fractures so oil and gas can flow into the well and to the surface. The entire drilling and completion process generally takes only 2 to 3 months compared to the 20 to 30-year productive life of a typical well. At the surface, the oil and gas are separated from the fluids. The remaining water is diverted into storage tanks, where it is reused in our processes or transported for disposal in government-approved and regulated injection wells. With horizontal drilling, multiple wells can be drilled from the same pad site, optimizing production while minimizing the number of wells, roads, and other infrastructure necessary to recover this valuable resource. By repeating the fracturing process, the same horizontal well can replace multiple vertical wells. All operations are executed to meet or exceed regulatory requirements and protect employees, contractors, the environment, and local communities. Because at ConocoPhillips, we believe that we are defined not by what we do, but by how we do it.